Welcome everyone to Evangel University, a leading Christian university with a vibrant community life and robust academic culture located here in beautiful Springfield, Missouri. Evangel strategically produces servant leaders who change lives and impact the world for Christ. EU has plenty to brag about, from its nationally recognized business and education programs to its state-of-the-art fine arts facilities, to its appearances in national athletic tournaments. Evangel has earned its place as a college of distinction. And with official partnerships with international relief organizations such as Convoy of Hope and opportunities for professional internships around the world, Evangel's ethos of compassionate innovation extends from campus to the far reaches of the globe. EU specializes in helping you find a community and developing you professionally and spiritually to become who you're meant to be. I'm your host, Alex Boylan, and over the next half hour, we will explore this beautiful campus and hear from Evangel students, alumni, and even the university's president as they share what it means to experience EU's Valor spirit. Welcome to Evangel University. This is the College Tour. Hands-on learning is vital to Evangel's academic culture. From day one, Evangel students have incredible multidisciplinary experiences, including presenting in research symposiums, playing in traveling orchestras, and working on award-winning news broadcasts in Evangel's state-of-the-art TV studio. Let's head over to Trask Hall to meet Raylan. She'll share about all the amazing student media opportunities she's experiencing in her time at EU. Great to have you here, Raylan. Please take it away.
Thanks, Alex. Hey, everyone. I've always loved stories. Storytelling, especially through the visual medium of video or film, unlocks human emotion and shares truth in a powerful way. Good films allow people to experience joy and laughter and can even help individuals work through grief and trauma. Here at Evangel, I am honing my craft to become not just a filmmaker or a videographer, but a mass communicator for Christ. Even as a sophomore, I had several opportunities to get hands-on learning and develop my storytelling skills. One of those experiences came through EU Films. Every semester, Evangel students direct, write, produce, and act in a short film, which then premieres for the student body. I served as the director for our EU film, where I learned a lot about leading and managing a team. As Christians, we are called to be positive and diligent servants of our coworkers, especially when we're leading others. My time in EU Film showed me how to effectively lead a cast and crew of highly talented individuals while also creating a positive and welcoming work environment. I've also had opportunities in my work-study job in Evangel's marketing department. Recently, Evangel went through the process of adopting a new mascot, and with just 2 weeks of experience, I was tasked with writing the script for the reveal video, which debuted in front of the entire student body. This project taught me how to communicate a powerful message through combining both writing and film. Evangel has equipped me with several amazing opportunities to grow as both a storyteller and an aspiring professional. Because of these experiences, I know I will be an effective communicator for Christ. Thanks for listening to just a small part of my story. What's your take, Alex?
Thank you, Raylan. What an outstanding opportunity to gain hands-on learning through your time at EU Films. We're looking forward to seeing your name in shining lights very soon. Thanks again. Evangel's campus environment is deeply rooted in a culture of consistent personal growth. At EU, Jared found amazing opportunities to develop academically and spiritually. From studying the human body in the cadaver lab to meeting with classmates and friends for deep Bible study, he found his calling at Evangel. Over to you, Jared.
Thank you, Alex. As someone who's constantly searching for the next big challenge, I was looking for a college that would help me grow in all aspects of my life. I wanted to be immersed in a culture that would encourage me to push myself and others. And that's exactly what I got when I came to Evangel University. One of my biggest goals is to pursue graduate school. Thanks to the robust academic environment at Evangel, I'm confident I will be well equipped for any future challenges in the classroom. EU's 1:15 teacher-to-student ratio has been critical to my success. My professors don't just care about the grade I receive in their classes, they're genuinely interested in what's going on in my world. Additionally, I've had some incredible learning opportunities both inside and outside my department. Whether studying the human body in the lab or exploring biblical archaeology in my Old Testament class, EU has greatly developed my abilities as a scholar. Personal growth is a huge part of the Evangel experience. I've never been a part of a social environment so relentless in the pursuit of being better. As a member of the EU Scholars Program, Evangel's Honor Society, I'm surrounded by men and women who are pillars of character in their communities. I also meet regularly with a small group where we constantly challenge each other to attain the purpose to which God has called us. The goal of EU is not simply to prepare the next generation of doctors, lawyers, business leaders, but to develop each student as a whole person, whether academically, spiritually, or relationally. The world needs Christians who are more intentional, genuine, and committed to making the world better. And I know my time at Evangel is helping me become exactly that. Thanks for listening. Over to you, Alex.
Thank you, Jared. Like Jared, many Evangel students plan to continue their education, which is why each EU pre-med student can obtain early acceptance to graduate school by their sophomore year. With the possibility of a reserved seat before senior year, EU grad school placement rates are outstanding, and that's incredible. Thanks again, take care. At Evangel, affordability is a priority. God has placed a dream in every student's heart, and EU wants to make a pathway to achieving your goals. That's why 100% of students receive an academic scholarship, making Evangel one of the most affordable Christian private schools in the nation. One of these students is volleyball player Sydney, who is pursuing degrees in biology and leadership. We're excited to have you here, Sydney. Please take it away.
Thanks, Alex. Sports have always been a huge part of my life. My mom played volleyball at Evangel, so after visiting campus and learning about the Founders Scholarship, my decision to play volleyball here was easy. I've loved that I've been able to serve at Evangel in a variety of ways. First, I was given the opportunity to serve as a resident assistant in Burgess Hall, where I was able to make a difference in the lives of students and create a welcoming community within our hall. I'm also a representative with our athletic conference, which has equipped me by working with student leaders from several universities to actively promote a positive relationship among administrators and student athletes. When I'm not playing volleyball, you can find me in a science lab, learning about cells, parts of the body, or testing the strength of a magnetic field. My professors, coaches, and even administrators have invested so much time into me personally, and have truly provided me with everything I need to one day become the leader I've always wanted to be. Evangel has a multitude of opportunities for scholarships. I have been blessed financially through the university scholarships and therefore have been able to experience some of the wonderful parts of Southwest Missouri and the surrounding areas. My friends and I enjoy the local coffee shops and being a short drive to beautiful hikes and awesome activities in Branson and Northwest Arkansas. I've learned so much and have encountered so many positive influences in the Evangel community. As I look at future career and grad school opportunities, I know that Evangel has fully equipped me to fulfill every one of my dreams and make a difference. That's all from me. Alex, take it back.
That's fantastic, Sydney. Evangel also offers prestigious founder scholarships, competitive financial awards for excellence in academics, athletics, fine arts, and more. EU works tirelessly to make a way for you to attend, and that is amazing. Take care. Evangel students are often involved in pursuing many different interests simultaneously, and you won't find a better example than Yaya. Yaya studies theater and youth ministry, plays on the nationally ranked Valor football team, and performs in EU's sellout musicals and award-winning student films. In each of these areas, he adds to the excellence you'll find in every corner of Evangel's campus. Take it away, Yaya.
Thanks, Alex. I was apprehensive about attending Evangel University. Coming from California and Texas, I wasn't sure if Missouri was the place for me. I tried to make excuses, but they didn't hold up to the things I needed. Football, a theater and film department, a theology program, and the opportunity for me to grow closer to the Lord. Evangel has been instrumental in my growth as a student and as a person. Balancing work, football, theater performances, and class has always been a struggle, but the professors at Evangel want their students to be successful and have helped me succeed. Football has given me discipline, while theater and youth ministry studies have given me a deeper understanding on the things I want to do for my future. I'm being developed into a better minister and leader because I've been able to interact with a diverse group of individuals in a way that is personal to each one of them. I've learned that God forms your path in a way that's not structured or formulaic, but with an artistic flair that most people could never envision. As an athlete, artist, and aspiring youth pastor, I know this better than just about anyone. God has given me some assignments that not many would expect to overlap, but I've been able to see His beautiful and brilliant strategy in guiding me to who He wants me to become. I'm thankful for what Evangel has done for me as a student, and most importantly, as a man. As I continue in my studies, I recognize it is my job to follow and understand God. Because as much as I want to do it on my own, the power doesn't reside in me, but in Him. That's my story. Back to you, Alex.
That's incredible, Yaya. With 1 national and 26 conference championships, 35 All-Americans, over 100 all-conference selections, and 16 Coach of the Year honors, Valor Athletics has earned its distinction as an NAIA Gold 5-star university. Evangel makes it possible for students to be athletes, artists, scholars, and world changers all at once. Evangel is known across the country for its vibrant community life, both on and off campus. Let's meet Ellie, an EU resident assistant who has participated in just about every Evangel activity you can imagine. Residence life events, campus organization activities, and exciting excursions in Springfield and the surrounding areas provide Evangel students with many exciting opportunities to build relationships. Thank you for being here, Ellie. You're on.
Thanks, Alex. In high school, I was certain I wanted to attend a nearby state university, but one visit to Evangel showed me that this is a place like no other, and I knew that I couldn't pass up a college experience like this. I had an overnight visit to Evangel for a scholarship weekend, and I saw the campus come alive. 4 years later, I still have friends that I gained on that weekend. My favorite part about being a student at Evangel is easily the community life. On campus, we have floor events, Bible studies, movie nights, and homework sessions. In fact, it's more than just a place to live. At Evangel, we experience life together. Evangel's more intimate size has allowed me to be very involved. Through the years, I've been involved on my floor and in my hall, serving on event planning teams, and as the hall senator in the student government. Even my major has its own club. Evangel really invests in the individual student, and the school makes the student experience a priority. There are tons of new projects in the works as we speak. Off campus, Springfield, Missouri is a beautiful town with lots of great hangout spots. One of our favorite activities is to visit one of the many coffee shops around the city. Springfield is a small business hub with lots of great local restaurants, activities, museums, and live performance venues. There are also parks, hiking trails, and rivers, and Kansas City and St. Louis are only 3 hours away. When I took the step of faith to come here, I had no idea that I would meet my best friends and make memories that will last me a lifetime. That's why I love Evangel. Thanks for letting me tell you about it. Back to you, Alex.
Awesome to hear from you, Ellie. From a vibrant downtown culture to beautiful nature options, Springfield offers countless ways to make unforgettable memories. Thanks again. Take care. EU welcomes students from all over the world, and over 27 countries are represented on Evangel's campus. Hailing from Venezuela, Jose came to EU for its outstanding education program. In Evangel's education department, Jose received relevant, hands-on training and ready-to-apply teaching methods to the modern classroom. Jose, take it away.
Thanks, Alex. As a kid, I had a dream of coming to the United States to play baseball and get a good education. I was fortunate enough to receive a scholarship to accomplish my dream. After 1 year at a community college, I realized that I wanted to be at a better place. It was then when I found Evangel University. Evangel University is a wonderful place where I met incredible people. Evangel University gave me the opportunity to play the sport I love with people who love the sport as much as I do and who also love the Lord deeply. In addition of my dream of playing baseball, I also wanted to become a Spanish teacher. I believe that becoming a teacher will give me the opportunity to help others learn a new culture and communicate with people from different parts of the world. Evangel has a wonderful education department with great teachers that care for you and want you to succeed in and out of the classroom. Evangel students have the opportunity to explore and reach their full potential, and Evangel provides tools that will help students prepare and become proficient at their chosen career. For example, the education department connects students with the schools around the area so that students can learn classroom techniques that will prepare them for their future. Evangel is a place that will change your life forever. You will not only get to get a good education that will prepare you for your future, but you will also get to build relationships that will last a lifetime. Most importantly, you will get to grow closer to God and grow your faith. That is my story. Back to you, Alex.
Wonderful story, Jose. Evangel's education department offers several highly regarded programs, ranging from undergraduate to doctoral level study. Evangel takes pride in preparing the educators of tomorrow and has over 27 routes to certification. Graduates are in high demand at schools in the local Springfield community, boasting a nearly 100% teacher placement rate upon graduation. That's incredible. Thanks again. It's easy for Evangel students to quickly find their place on campus through EU's wide variety of campus organizations. Mariah built lifelong relationships through her involvement at Evangel. We can't wait to hear all about it. It's all yours, Mariah.
Thanks, Alex. I am so happy to be here. If you would have told me years ago that I would end up in Springfield, Missouri, living my best life, I wouldn't have believed you. During my senior year of high school, I had no idea where I wanted to go next. But right here and right now, I can't imagine being anywhere else. Evangel University made it so easy to acclimate to college life. At EU, you can't turn a corner without finding a community to join. Of course, there are academic communities. As a marketing major, I've experienced amazing camaraderie in the business department. As for extracurricular involvement, one of my favorite organizations is Activities Board, or as we like to call it, AB. AB's job is to cultivate community through campus-wide events. Each semester, AB hosts a variety show in a historic venue in downtown Springfield, featuring live music, sketch comedy, creative videos, and a huge costume contest. As an AB member, I even had the opportunity to create a unique event with my team. If you are someone who loves making people feel at home, then AB is the place for you. But the fun doesn't stop there. Community engagement goes far beyond annual traditions. Whether you are walking down the sidewalk or hanging out in your dorm room, Evangel community can be found all across campus. Your peers become your pals, and your friends become your family. I can't begin to express how God has used Evangel to impact my life. At EU, you don't just walk away with a degree. You walk away empowered and equipped to make a global impact. If you choose EU, know that a life of love and belonging is waiting for you. See you at our next event. Take it away, Alex.
Thank you, Mariah, from joining the Student Investment Group, which manages a more than $1 million portfolio on Wall Street, to traveling with the Heart Song Worship Team, or to throwing campus-wide events with Activities Board. There is a place for you on this campus right here at Evangel. Thanks again, Mariah. Up next, we'll meet Dalton, a student who is making a difference. Compassion and innovation are the bedrock of the Evangel experience. In fact, because of its partnerships with local and global organizations and its many service trips, EU is known as the Compassion University. One of Evangel's main partnerships is with Convoy of Hope, an international disaster relief organization providing food and resources to communities around the globe. Take it away, Dalton.
Hey everyone! As a Florida native, I had never heard of Evangel University before. It wasn't until a family friend told me about EU and encouraged me to go on a visit that I immediately fell in love with this community. Traveling 1,000 miles away to a college where you know no one can be quite intimidating. But once I experienced a community overflowing with joy and with open arms, I knew I had found my family. Some of my best moments have been here at Evangel, but I've experienced some challenges as well. One of those hard moments came the spring semester of my freshman year. I had learned that my grandmother, who raised me through high school, was diagnosed with an advanced form of breast cancer. I felt the need to go home and care for her, and this would have a significant effect on my studies. In a major show of support, the university rallied around me to get me home in a few days and stay on track with my classes. Evangel also provided the ability to return the next semester, and I was welcomed again with open arms. An ethos of compassion is central to the heart and vision of Evangel University. With an overflowing wellspring of love and caring, Evangel prioritizes empowering students to better our campus, our surrounding community, and the world through outreach opportunities through our Crosswalk Student Ministries team, our Global Connections trip, and our Center for Compassion, a partnership between Evangel and Convoy of Hope. Evangel has been so formative to the way that I want to lead, to serve, and love those around me. I will be pursuing my master's degree here at Evangel in clinical mental health counseling, and I hope to bring my licensed professional counseling services into the mission field to serve the world just as Jesus did. Back to you, Alex.
Thanks for your story, Dalton. It's awesome to hear how Evangel students are equipped to make an impact in the world through service and integrity. Evangel takes pride in cultivating a culture of lifelong learning for all students. Let's meet Allison, who recently graduated from EU's Doctor of Education program through EU Online. Evangel's virtual option provides a flexible, affordable path to education, which has allowed Allison to advance her career while directing a high school drama program and raising 2 daughters with her husband. All yours, Allison.
Thank you, Alex. Learning has always been a part of my life. I began my teaching career 16 years ago. Immediately after my undergraduate degree, I pursued my master's degree. And since that time, my husband and I have had 2 beautiful daughters. And then a few years ago, I began to feel stagnant in my educational journey. And that's when I heard about Evangel University's Doctor of Education program. I was drawn to the program because of the accessibility of the online courses, while still fulfilling my role as a full-time teacher, theater director, mother, and wife. The course design, dissertation timeline, and faculty support were also really appealing. I knew I would really have a chance to get to know my professors and my advisor. A major highlight of the program was the networking. I met so many innovative educators in my area. I have a wealth of support and resources at my fingertips from working closely with my cohort. Though the coursework was online, the summer residency on campus provided an opportunity to engage in meaningful conversations of issues facing education with my cohort members. I quickly formed lifelong connections. Even after completing the program, I love supporting this amazing group of educators and asking for their support as we all continue to grow. The knowledge I gained and my dissertation research experience has opened doors for me to speak at conferences, provide professional development for districts in surrounding states, and continue to build an arts integration initiative in my own district. Most importantly, through my time at Evangel, I have been able to grow in my field and provide my students with the very best education possible, and model a living example for my daughters of the importance of lifelong learning. That's my story, Alex. Back to you.
Thank you for sharing, Allison. With numerous graduates receiving District and State Teacher of the Year awards and Distinguished Administrator awards, Evangel's education graduates like Allison excel in the workplace, and that is awesome. Take care. I'd like to introduce you to a very special guest, Evangel University President Mike Rakes. President Rakes is deeply passionate about helping students develop spiritually, mentally, and socially. With new programs, projects, and building campaigns, Evangel is truly becoming a university of the future. President Rakes, please take it away.
Thanks, Alex. This generation of students has a deep desire to make their life count, to use their time in a meaningful way. However, education alone is not enough. Something else is missing. And in these uncertain times where we're experiencing troubling global issues and challenges, the world needs difference makers. That's why you need more than just an education. You need life transformation. And truthfully, that's the secret sauce here at Evangel. There's a transformational experience waiting for you here. At Evangel, we believe followers of Christ should intentionally set their personal career trajectories toward every vocation in the world. Evangel University prepares you for the significant work that you will accomplish, and every one of our graduates not only experiences personal transformation, but has the skill of being innovative in whatever vocation they choose. With the compassion of God's Spirit and the courage to innovate, our graduates get jobs upon graduation. Evangel has generated business executives, professional athletes, teachers, artists, musicians, accountants, attorneys, and nonprofit and church leaders worldwide. At EU, you'll become a lifelong learner, a confident communicator, and a real-world problem solver. Business owners and Fortune 500 companies are all experiencing accelerated changes in their businesses, and they're looking for sharp young minds to innovate responses to the challenges. Here, you'll gain the skills you need to do just that. Our faculty members have decades of experience in business, research science, education, artistic expression, practical ministry, and theological study to help you build a strong foundation for your future. Evangel University will help you find yourself and make an impact right here and right now, and use your life to make the most remarkable difference possible. As you consider your college options, we invite you to be a part of the amazing community and culture here at Evangel University. Take it away, Alex.
Thank you, President Rakes. In just the first year of Dr. Rakes' tenure as president, Evangel saw a record number of donations, the adoption of a new mascot, Valor, and the completed construction of many major campus upgrades. The future certainly looks bright for the Evangel Valor. Thanks again, Dr. Rakes. Wow, what a phenomenal time we've had on our trip to Evangel. With a strong culture of compassionate innovation, academic excellence, and spirit-driven service, EU is an amazing place to find your calling and community. A huge thank you to all our incredible students and President Rakes for sharing about their awesome experiences. Well, that's all the time we have for today, but you can go learn more about Evangel University for yourself. And I hope you'll plan a trip to visit this gorgeous campus very soon. Until next time, go Valor! Take care, everyone.